So it comes in, I can hit enter over there for that paragraph, click my first one that I put in. You see what we're doing? Does that help you, Jane? To understand clipboard, cut, copy, paste. We good? Okay, good job. Now, would you like to do a watermark? You want to do a watermark? Okay, over there now, because there's kind of fun too. All right, let's go back to our robot document. Okay, go back to the robot document. Out of your clipboard, you can clear everything out of the clipboard, and then you can close it to get the clipboard off the screen. Control home to the beginning of your document. Control home, you're back to the beginning of your document. A watermark is a design that sits behind the text, okay? So it's behind the text, it's a washed out image. A business might use their logo, they might use a name. They might, like for example, if it's a document, it's confidential, you use confidential behind the text. What?
Draft.
Draft, you use draft. Yes, all of these are used as watermarks for documents. So they're very easy to put in. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to design on the ribbon. And over here is watermark. Do you see watermark to the right of the ribbon? Click it. And there's a lot of built-in defaults for watermarks. If you had a picture, you would go to the picture on your hard drive, for your logo, for example, for your company. You could use that because you could do custom watermarks. But you could use confidential, you could use draft. I'm going to click on confidential, and it's not in there. It's barely visible. Mine's barely visible. Yeah, I can see it. Can you see yours? See your confidential watermark? And there is a way to go in there and make them darker if you wanted to, but you don't want them too dark because you don't want it to, you actually just want it to be a washed out image that doesn't take away from the text when you print it. Agree? And then all you have to do, if you wanted the watermark to go away, is to click on watermark and tell it to what down here at the very bottom? Remove it. You okay? So you can insert the watermark, you can easily remove the watermark that you do not want. Do you want to see how to do page borders? Do you ever do page borders? Do you need that to see that? You do? Okay. All right. So, we'll just control home. Control home. Let's go to the home ribbon. And over here under paragraph section of the home ribbon, you see there's a paint bucket, looks like a paint bucket, and then there's a little box, okay, and if you point at it, it says what? Borders. All right, well drop the arrow down. Just click on the arrow and it drops down a menu. And you can go all the way to the bottom and it says what? Borders and shading. All right, click that. Now, if you want a page border, then you need to click on the tab that says page border. With me? Okay. Now, what some people do, especially if borders are used, if you're putting a flyer up on a bulletin board, you just show on a bulletin board to make an announcement, borders are great to make that flyer stand out. So those of you in clubs, sometimes we use that. So you can do an artsy border. So where it says art, drop the arrow down, and whatever, like a birthday for my Dr. Katz here, we could do a lot of cakes around the border, right? See those cakes? You see all those things you could use? At Christmas time, we could have used the trees. Oh, look, you got all kinds in there. Aren't you excited? My Spanish teacher is excited. Valentine's, we could do hearts, right? So you have many choices, but you apply any of these, and if you say okay, and you come back to your screen, there's your border. What do you think? Right? Don't you love it? Love it. Gail.
Can you show us also about page numbers? Sometimes I have a hard time with these page numbers working right. When you set them up to number the pages, and then you go back in and maybe you change something or make a change or something, somehow or another, sometimes these page numbers don't always work right.
what I'll do is just briefly put page numbers in this document and maybe do what we call suppress it on page 1. I can show you how to suppress page 1. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
So we'll page number it, but suppress page 1 because we don't want the number on page 1. Okay, we'll do that. So let's do that. We got our borders in. All right. Let's go to insert. Insert on the ribbon. And under the insert ribbon, we go all the way over here to page number. Okay? Page number. Drop the arrow down. And this is one thing it's asking us. It's going, well, where do you want this page number? Well, if I wanted the top of the page, because that's why I would suppress page 1, because it's going to be at the top of the page. If it were at the bottom of the page, I probably wouldn't suppress page 1. Agree? So we're just going to do top of page.
Well, and sometimes it's, look, for instance, if you've got a content page, you don't want it to be page 1.
Right.
So that would be another one.
Right. Well, let's do top of page, and let's do plain number 3. Plain number 3. There it says plain number 3. See how one's at the left, one's in the middle. You decide where you want that number. Do you see that? So I'm going to do to the right, plain number 3. Now, do you see where it says on this ribbon, different first page? Different first page, everyone? If you click that, it takes it off of page 1. And then when we scroll down, if we scroll to the bottom of page 2, and not page 2, the top of page 2, there is the page number on page 2, but it is suppressed on page 1. That's a big border. Butterflies. You would have to go before the number and hit the enter key.
If I've got it, my palm tree
Like
is
right
on
before
top
the
of
number
it.
and hit the enter key and lower it from the border if your border's that.
Oh, okay.
See? Yeah.
My palm trees hide my number 2.
That's what happened over here. We shouldn't have put that border in first. We should have put the page number in first. Oh, goodness, 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 goodness. All right. Let's kind of get rid of this border because you guys kind of takes away from our document. So we will go back to the home ribbon, so you need to know that too. Go back to borders. Go back to borders. Home ribbon, click on that border button, borders and shading, page border, and tell it what? None. Can you take off the border? Just make sure you're in borders and shading, page border, go back to artsy border, and change it to none. Did you get rid of the border? That way you'll definitely see the page numbers too. What's wrong, Gail? You like your
I've
border?
got rid of my little
You
palm
like
trees.
those palm trees. Hit OK. We're back to the screen and control home. Back to the screen, get out of it. That automatically, what a number does, page numbering, puts in a header or footer. You know, headers are at the top of every page, footers are at the bottom. Footers are at the bottom. And Gail, I know what you're talking about, and what I can do is work with you individually to figure out I know what you're talking about. I had to help someone in Becker County do that, not number the table of contents.
Do you always need to put the page number in first before you put other text in that header? Because I find that if I put other text in the header, it wipes it out when I go to add a page number.
When you say, okay, is your header different from your page number?
You're right, the header would be like the title of the document or
Well,
something
now,
like
the
that.
title of your document is not considered a header
Well,
unless you put it in the border.
I'm just saying, I'll have something up there, and it's like the date.
Okay. I tell you what, after class, why don't you show me an example, maybe I can help you, okay? If you show me what you're doing, I can understand it better.
Okay.
I'll help you after class. All right. What were we going to do? Lost my train of thought. What were we doing next? No, we were doing something. Oh, cover page. Here we go. Have you ever done a cover page? Those are kind of neat because you have a document, again, to make it look good, you may want to add a cover page to it. And so that cover page just is the cover page for the entire document. It just dresses it up. But Word will do a cover page automatically for you and set it up as the first page. So what we're going to do is go to Insert. Go to Insert on the ribbon. Insert on the ribbon. And we're to the left of the ribbon. Do you see that very first button there that says Cover Page? To the left of the ribbon? All right, click on Cover Page, drop it down. These are your choices. You see all these choices that are already prefabricated for you? I'm going to click on Motion as my cover page, okay? So when you click on Motion, this is the cover page to your document, and you could go in here, for example, and change the graphic to your own graphic, because you just click on the graphic and put the graphic in that you want. So you can put your document, the year, the date, everything goes into your cover page. So this enables you to have a cover page to your document. Agreed? So go to File. If you go to File, Print, you can see what that cover page looks like. Makes you look good. So what do you think? You done those cover pages before? Cover pages. Okay, it's probably design, did it? Are we gonna have to?
Are you in trouble there?
He's got my name under it because I said
I thought it was him.
I thought it was too until I saw my name under it.
Okay. All right, how we doing? Are we good? You learned anything?
Yeah, except just remembered where to go to do all this stuff.
I'm glad you got cheat sheet.
Now, this first one covers that first chapter.
Yeah, that is-
I have some lecture notes that if you are interested in a very specific, like cover pages, you send me an email and I'll send you my notes.
Oh, okay.
Would that work? Because I got more notes, but I didn't print them all. I mean, this notebook is full of them. But I didn't print them all. I printed the very basics at the very beginning for you, so you have that in Microsoft. Yes, ma'am.
Did we do with, did they do away with clip art that you could actually?
Exactly. So, but this is what's really good though. Class, let's go Control, in this robot document, let's do Control N to go to the end of the document, Control N, go to the end. And this is what my students say to me all the time. Ms. Jones, where's clip art? But you don't need clip art because everything is in online pictures. Online pictures. It's wonderful. Yes. So let's go to, yeah, let's go to Insert. And everyone click on Online Pictures. And what you do here, for example, once you get here, and it's really good because it opens up everything for you. You're not limited. You have everything to choose from. It has to load. Takes a while because it's on the server. And it's going to load pictures for us because we're going online. And sometimes we're a little slow when we go online here in the classroom. But that's what that is, Diane. And my students are, when we get to this section, they're always going, what happened to clip art? Well, is yours come up already? Here it is. Is yours here?
Mine says temporary server issues.
Great day in the morning. But it should actually come up with all this kind of clip art coming up. Yep, some of you. For example, type in robots, and that's what our article is about, robots, and hit enter. And you could get some humorous ones. Yeah, there we go. And you can click on any of these robots. It'll come up in here. It just takes it a while, class. All of us know how it works when you go on the web. It's kind of slow sometimes. But you've got many of these images that you could choose from out here on the web. And you choose one and just say Insert. And now look at this, because this is new in 2013. This is important to know. To the right of this image, there's this layout option button. Everyone see that? It's called a layout option. Click it. And if you want to use this clip art inside of a paragraph and let the text wrap around it, which we do a lot, then you go down here, for example, to text wrapping type. You see that? Text wrapping type. Now, your mouse is a four-headed arrow. You can move this robot and put him up here with some text if you wanted to. You know you can get a corner sizing handle and size. Everyone knows you can size your art, right? A corner sizing handle allows you to size it any way you want and move it in with text. And it just kind of looks good when you move it in with text, okay? But wrap it first. You need to wrap it before you can move it and before you can make it wrap through the text. But all those online, they're out there.
Cool. Okay.
They're out there. So once you know that, yeah.
Is this available in PowerPoint?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. It's available in Macs. It is. It is. Yep. Okay. Wow, y'all are fast. Y'all learn fast, you know. So, it's not like get in the classroom sometimes with students, you have to, I always understand as teachers, whoa, how fast can we go here? All right, so another thing to show you. Do you know where all the insert symbols are? If you needed a symbol in a document, and some people don't know that symbols are there, almost any symbol you want is there. So let's go there and look at that. So let's get a blank document, another blank document, so we can start with symbols. All right, let's get our font. Change our font to a big size so when we bring these symbols up, we can see them. So change your font to a size 36. Size 36, font size 36. Your cursor looks really huge. Now, what we're going to do is go to Insert on the ribbon. Go over here to the right of the ribbon where it says Symbols. Insert a symbol. Everyone see all the way to the right of the ribbon? Insert a symbol. Now what you're going to go to is what we call More Symbols. More Symbols. Now, in here to see a lot of symbols, for example, if you were using a Times New Roman font, you could go down to the Times New Roman font, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. Look at all the fonts that are in your class. Because if you're using those diacritical marks, you want to make sure you bring in the font with the same font that you're using. So all the way down to the T's. Everyone found the T's yet? Times New Roman. I promise you it's in there. Okay, Times New Roman. And scroll, it's got a scroll box in here, okay? Scroll back up to you. But in here, for example, if you're using the R for registered trademark, do you see that R, registered trademark symbol? Scroll in this Times New Roman box. Scroll up, then scroll down. There's the R, registered trademark. Now click it twice. Now move your box. You can click and drag your box over if you want to see what you're inserting. This section sign symbol, this SS section sign, that's used in legal documents a lot. And so that symbol can go in there in a legal office. Copyright symbol. But if you're typing in Times New Roman, you want the symbol going in as a Times New Roman font. You understand what I'm saying? So if you wanted anything like these diacritical marks here, correct? See how you can put those in? See these, class, with the letters of the alphabet there? Like in resume, that accent symbol. Everyone see those? Okay? Now, let's now do some symbols that are different. Drop the arrow down and choose wingdings. Wingdings. Because you might need just a pair of scissors to cut off the bottom of a document that you're telling someone to, you know, there's your scissors. There's, okay, if you want some smiley faces, there's everything. You agree? Every kind of arrow, if you wanted a bullet, those diamonds, arrows, clocks, any symbol that you can possibly think of that you need in a document is in here. And they're located under the different fonts. These arrows and shapes and bullets. You understand? And then Times New Roman is dealing with the document you're typing because you need like the diacritical marks for the letters, and or you need registered trademark, copyright symbols, section sign. Okay? Every symbol is here. People are trying to create symbols sometimes, and they're right here in Word. Right here in Word. Have you used these before? Yeah. I'm sure Diane, you've used these a lot. Hey, Chris.
Hey, how you doing?
Chris was one of my students.
That's right.
What do you think? Are you okay knowing where symbols are? You understand that? Okay.
What's the difference between webdings and wingdings?
You have to go there and just look at it. You see webdings, just go there and see, look at what is offered to you in there. And I honestly, you'll have the world globe. I know those are the kinds of things that are in there because people use things, different things for the web. Okay? But it's just, again, it's just if you need a symbol, go here and try to find it. And it's just amazing what's out there for you under symbols. You okay? You good? Symbols. Jane, do you ever use those?
But the one that we could never find on here was the C with a line over it, which in medicine means with. Or
Did you
the
find it?
S with a line over it. We could never find those.
Okay, you need to show that symbol to me and I'll see if I can find it for
Okay.
you. Okay? Because in the medical field, like you said, you need that symbol. And and maybe we can find it. I'll help you find it. If it's there, we'll find it. All right. Okay. Just hit the enter key after those symbols that you put in. You know how to put the date in, and it automatically will update for you. Does everyone know that? A date that will automatically, if I bring the document up tomorrow, it'll have the current date. It's a code. Okay, let me show you how to put a date code in, because that's important. That's important. What, Linda? That is important. Okay, click the insert button. You can stay on this screen where your symbols are. Click insert and go over here to date time. And for example, if I were writing a letter today and I wanted to bring it up, it's a letter I use all the time, I would want the date to change automatically. So we're going to click on January 8, 2014. And do you see this button that says update automatically? You see that? Click it on. Say OK. And if you click on this date, it's a code. So if you bring this document up tomorrow, it'll say January 9. So it automatically, so you never send out a document with the wrong date. That happens. Linda, right? Linda relates to that because that can happen in an office. So the date code goes in and will stay in that document, and it'll always update no matter when you bring it up. So I know a lot of the public school system, when I train the teachers, they use that a lot because they're always sending out documents to students, and they're always sending out the same document, but they want the current date. So that's important. Insert date is very important. What do you think? Yes.
Do you know where the upside down question mark or exclamation for Spanish? We can find those with symbols.
Well, I could look for it later, but I don't know offhand. You've asked about Spanish and you've asked about medical, but I will definitely research for you the upside down exclamation point. Okay? See, maybe we can find out. He's throwing things in the floor.
Yeah.
Cause him.
He
Oh,
didn't want you to find it.
that's the foot pedal for transcription. Yeah, put that down. You don't want to be transcribed. Okay, let's see what else can we learn? I tell you, we're learning too much here. How about a drop cap? You want to see how a drop cap works?
A what?
A drop cap. Well, just show it to you then if you don't know. All right,
DROPCAP?
DROPCAP, drop cap.
Okay.
Let's go back to your robot document. Let's go back to your robot document and let's go to control home, okay? And let's get down to the first page. Okay. Once you see the drop cap, you will understand it because you see it all the time in newsletters, company documents, you'll see drop cap. Click in the very first word and we're going to go to insert on the ribbon. Go to insert on the ribbon. And let's go over here to drop cap. Drop cap. And go all the way down to drop cap options just so you can see the menu, the dialog box. And this will give you an idea of what a drop cap will do. If you want it dropped in the margin or you want it dropped in the paragraph, those are your choices, okay? We're going to drop it inside the paragraph, okay? So click that very second choice there called dropped. And actually you can determine how many lines you want it to drop and the distance from the text. So just say okay, and there's your drop cap, right? You've seen this before, you just didn't know how to do it. Now, you might ask, well, how can I drop a word? So in the second paragraph, 2 clicks selects visual. 2 clicks selects visual. And when you do the drop cap, just select that second one, and that will drop cap a word. So if you want the word dropped, you need to select the word. You with me? Good. Make you look good now?
Yeah.
Y'all can make it look so good.
I don't understand. Why does it put the line under the exception?
Why does it, what now?
Why does it put the blue line under the exception?
We underlined those words, those side edits.
Okay,
We underlined those earlier when we did the format painting.
okay.
Yeah, that drop cap had nothing to do with that line. Drop cap had nothing. And some other things I need to show you is the lining up of paragraphs. So we're going to, for example, in this very first paragraph, the very first paragraph of robots, let's select that first paragraph, okay? Select it 3 times, selects it, okay, 3 times. Now, notice how the right margin is a ragged right margin. Agree? A ragged right. Now, if you want that text to be even, you know, just like a newspaper print column, let's go back to home. And do you see where it says, under paragraph, the section paragraph, and you see a button that says justify. Do you see that? Justify? Because you have a line left, center, right, justify. Well, if you do justify, what does it do to that right margin? It puts extra space in and makes that right margin an even right margin. Okay? Even right margin. Agree? So, again, click inside the title. Robots as androids, click inside that title. If you click on center, you'll center it. If you click on a line left, it puts it at the left. If you click on a line right, it puts it at the right. See how you can easily align your text? So those buttons affect the alignment of your text. What do you think? Wow, we've covered a lot in here. A lot. How are we doing? We good? You're gonna be typing your own documents now, aren't you?
He does have it all.
Do you use Word 2013?
He has an upgrade
He's an
today,
English person.
but he's very good at.
Well, then you will definitely want 2013 because it's got all the features. That's what it is. Yeah, tell them to upload your computer.
Okay, he just had this. Yeah, he does everything.
Okay.
He doesn't really
Hey, I know he does. I know
That's why she
Darren.
liked her other job.
I know Darren.
I felt good, he done big.
I know he did. Do you want to do find replace? Find replace is where if you have something in a document and you need to replace it because you want to replace it could be in there 10 times, you want to replace it, okay? We'll do a find replace. Now what we need to do is go back to the server and open a document, okay? We'll have to go to the server. So we're going to go to File, Open, and click on Computer twice. Click on Computer twice. And go all the way down to that instructional share drive. You finding it now, the instructional share drive, Drive S? Click on Drive S and go down to that folder that I have for you, the Word 2013 training folder. Training documents. Okay? And we're going to open Lease, L-E-A-S-E, Lease. Okay? Everybody here? Okay, well that's the problem too, I'll go in this. Enable editing. You see where it says enable editing?
I hate those words.
I know. Just say, okay, enable editing. You got to bring it up, and then we'll save it to our desktop again, okay? That's the only thing about in here when we're working with the server, we have to bring it up and save it. So once you bring it up, and you want to save it, once mine stops spinning, is yours spinning? Mine says Word is not responding. Whoa.
I'm looking at that.
Whoa.
I can't get mine up in.
Mine went back to robots.
There we go. It's just too many people hitting it at the
I
same
know.
time.
That's what happens when, even in the classroom with our students, we have to be patient.
You want us to save it to our desktop?
Yeah. Let's do File, Save As, and save it to your desktop. Go back to Computer and scroll up over here and save to your desktop at your computer. And that way, all that read-only and all that goes away because now it's yours. It's your document. Okay? That's what we do when we work with these documents. Okay. On the home ribbon, first what we're going to do is just going to find, let's say that you're looking for a word in a document. All you have to do, you don't have to read the document. You can tell Word to find it for you. So what we'll do here is click on Find. Over here to the right of the ribbon, very extreme right of the home ribbon is the button Find. So click on Find and just click on the word Find. And over here on the left side of your screen comes open what we call navigation. Everyone with me on navigation? And what I want you to do is I want you to type in this word, L-E-A-S-E. L-E-A-S-E. Okay? And what does it do inside your document?
Highlights.
Highlights it. So easily find any words that you're looking for. It'll automatically highlight them for you, okay? Great feature, a great feature for that is something that we all need to know because it just definitely helps us in finding things. Okay, let's do another one. Let's type the word P-R-E-M-I-S-E-S. This is P-R-E-M-I-S-S-E-S. Tell them to search again. There's more of these. See them? Okay? All throughout the document. Now what we're going to do this time is we're going to do a replace. So we're going to find a word and we're going to replace it with another word. And so like the manuals, you know, have dates in them in a high school situation handbooks. They always go through and find the dates and replace them. All right, which one am I going to? I'm going to find, okay. Over here on the right of your ribbon, this is just easier for you to follow. On the right side of your ribbon, it says replace. You know, we clicked on find, right? Now we're going to click on replace. All right, this box comes up. Now what we want to find this time is we want to find L-E-S-S-O-R, at least how you pronounce that word. Replace with, and we're going to put a person's name in, okay? So L-E-S-S-O-R, we're going to replace with a name. So we're going to type in Maggie, M-A-G-G-I-E, Branson, okay? So we're telling it what to find, and we're telling it what to replace with. Now your choices here. Two distinct choices. Replace will stop on every word, and you can tell it yes or no. If you do replace all, it automatically just does it without stopping. So if you're sure of what you're doing, just say replace all, and how many did it do? 13? Mine did 13. Okay, and just close that box. And see what happened in your screen? That word, the name was put in, Maggie Branson was put into the document, right? So people can have the same document and just go through and replace names in it, right? Just use the same document over and over and just replace who you're doing this agreement with. So you okay with that? Find replace, you can use it, you can find anything. If you're searching for something in a document that's very long, this really helps you. So that navigation screen is very important to you also. Okay? Well, I really covered a lot that I didn't even expect to cover. So covered more than I thought. You're fast. You learn fast. So, are we okay with everything we've done today? If you want to email me about a specific something I covered and you want my notes on it, I can send it to you. I have the handout up here for the very first section that I covered with you. Make sure you take the handout with you. Take that with you. And like I want to research your medical term symbol to see if we can find it. Because if we can find that, that'll help you. So that's what I've covered today. Are we good?
Thank you.
Your question on? Sure. That's not Where does it take you?
Because I don't use it enough to remember this.
Okay. I tell you what I want you to do. The next time that happens with a student, I want you to send that student to me with your document so I can look at it. I will definitely look at it and see why. But if I have a document and I'm working, if I have a document, whether we learn the document or like change, but please send me a student.
Because the different is one like you
I
said.
know, and I was, because I've not even experienced that. So I want to see it, so you send that student and talk to me, and I will, you know, absolutely, I'll do that. You're welcome.
You did a good job.
Right.
I discovered this girl.
I love that.
Kimberly,